It is actually a different day than when I filmed my morning skincare part, but I wanted to actually be able to talk a little bit more in depth about the products that I use at night, because my nighttime skincare is a little more, I wouldn't say complicated, there's just a little bit more to it. I also want to talk about some of my favorite masks, and I do also sometimes use masks in the morning, but lately I've actually been doing it more so at night. Just kind of depends on what I have to do that morning, but I will be talking about my favorite masks and kind of talk about how I take off my makeup and everything like that. So for today, I'm not wearing a whole lot of makeup, so there's not too much that I have to do. If I am wearing a full face of makeup, I like to use a cleansing oil. This is the one by Bobbi Brown. It's their soothing cleansing oil, and I just use 1 or 2 pumps of this, add some water, and then like rub it into my foundation to break it down, and it's just going to be easier to take off. And then I kind of do the same thing that I'm about to do, which is use micellar water to take off my mascara, and then just use a makeup wipe to take off the rest of my makeup. So that's what we're going to do now. But if I were to wear foundation and like a full face of makeup, I first use this cleansing oil to break down everything and be able to remove it faster and better and easier. So the micellar water I've been using lately is this one by Nivea, and actually I like this one because it doesn't burn my eyes. I've tried a lot of different ones, and this one's been my favorite, and this actually is for sensitive skin. I'm pretty sure they also have one for dry skin and maybe one for oily skin, I don't know, but I always like using the one for sensitive skin because I don't know, I just prefer it. I feel like it has less chemicals in it. I don't know if that's actually true, but I basically just take off my mascara with this, and then I also take off my brow gel. I always do my brows and my mascara first, and then if I were to wear foundation, I go in with the like oil, cleansing oil, and then after that I use a makeup wipe. I've also definitely been noticing that by not wearing a full face of makeup as much, my skin does a lot better. Like I haven't worn a full face of makeup in over a week, probably like a week and a half or something, I don't know. But it definitely helps just keep my skin a bit more clear and like, I don't know. As for makeup wipes, I literally use anything. I usually go for sensitive wipes, and these are just from the drugstore, just like their basic generic brand. I really like the simple ones as well. I feel like those are very gentle on the skin. But yeah, I'm not too picky when it comes to makeup wipes. Just use whatever works. I wasn't really wearing much makeup. It's just like bronzer on my face that's coming off, which is just this. And then I like to go in with my cleanser. So for nighttime, I use the Sukin. I think it's Sukin. This is their foaming facial cleanser, and it's sulfate and paraben free. I really like this one for at night. I always feel like I wake up with like super clear skin when I use this. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. I'm literally dripping everywhere. It's just so I can stay in frame. Usually I'm like hanging over the sink. So let's talk masks. The 4 masks that I've been recently kind of going through, like switching between. The first one is the Blush Mask of Magnanimity. Mask of Magnanimity. This one. Magnanimity. I can't say the word. So this one, I like this one a lot because it has like scrub particles in there. It smells awful, but I actually like using this in the morning a lot because it's super refreshing, and then when you wash it off, you basically like scrub your face. So I feel like it's really nice for in the morning. Then I also have this. It's dirty because the Lush one was on there, and the Lush one's always leaking. I don't know why. Probably because it's like natural. This is the Teeny Blends Detox Mask. I used to have a coupon code with them. I don't know if it still works, but I'll have a look and see if it does, because I did a sponsored video with them once and they gave me a coupon code. So I'll see if it still works. If it does, I'll leave it in the description. If it's not there, it doesn't work anymore. But yeah, this is just a green tea mask with matcha, lemongrass, and clay. And this one's really, really nice to just clean out your pores. Like this one does a great job. Then I have one that's kind of similar, and this brand is actually Dutch. So pretty sure you can only get it if you live in Holland. The brand is Hydrogenous, and this is also a green clay mask. This one's really, really nice, really cleans out your pores as well. I've been using this for years. So if you can't get your hands on the Teeny Blends and you live in Holland, definitely check this one out. They also have a white clay mask and I think a red, but I haven't tried those. I probably should, but yeah, really like this one. And then the last mask I have is the Sand and Sky Australian Pink Clay. I see this on Instagram a lot, like a lot of people get sponsored by them. I actually got this from my sister because I basically went over to her house like a couple months ago and I was like, I need some like new skincare. She was like, yeah, I have like a drawer full, and I picked this one out of her drawer. So this is just like a pink clay mask, also just nice for cleaning your pores. It just does its job. It's not like extraordinary. I prefer the other ones, but this one I kind of do like switch it up sometimes. So yeah, for today I'm going to use the Teeny Blends one because I just want something really cleaning and like clean out my pores and everything, and I don't really feel like scrubbing, so I'm going to use that one for today. Something that I also hear a lot is people think I put my mask on like really neatly and like really well, and that's only because I use a little foundation brush. Fun fact about this foundation brush, this is actually the first foundation brush I ever bought. Like I was like probably like 13 or something, and I did my foundation with this brush back in the day, and now it's used for masks, so love that. This mask does require you to wet your face a little because it's pretty dry, so I'm just gonna do that. Also wet my brush just a little bit so it picks up the product a bit easier. I'm just gonna apply that like so. Yeah, a brush helps so much just to get like a clean, even application. And yeah, definitely recommend getting. And you have like actual like face mask brushes as well. Like you don't have to get a foundation brush. I can't talk without. You don't have to get a foundation brush. They also have like actual brushes to apply face masks. So just get whatever you want, girl. I remember everyone used to use this for foundation. Like I can't imagine applying my foundation with this anymore. Like that would be so streaky. Okay, I think that's a pretty good application. Pretty neat, pretty even. It does start to burn a little bit wherever I have like a lot of like dirt in my skin. I feel like it starts to burn. It's always kind of in a different spot. Well, usually in like the middle of my face, so and like my nose and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes, I think, until it's fully dry, and then I'll be back. So I just rinsed off the mask with some hot water and a washcloth. My skin feels so soft right now, like it's actually insane. I also feel like this mask takes out most of my blackouts on my nose. Not everything, but most of them, so that's a good thing. To tone my face at night, I use the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Face Toner. I really just like using hydrating products at night because during the day, especially if I'm wearing like a full face of makeup, obviously I'm using like a lot of powders and primers to like keep my oils down and kind of dehydrate my face pretty much. So at nighttime I like to just bring back the hydration with my toner and then an oil that I'm about to put on. So now it's time for eye cream. I put on eye cream twice a day. I think it's just really important to keep your eyes moisturized, and I just use a really cheap one from the drugstore. It just does its job. Like I really like, I've been using this for years and just keeps my eyes moisturized, and I like how it feels. So then I use like literally the tiniest pump. This is vitamin E and jojoba oil, and I just put like a tiny bit of this in my face. I used to use just this and like a full pump, but I've changed it up a little, so I will just work this into my skin. I literally used like less than half a pump, like just a tiny bit, because a little bit goes a long way with oil. So I work this in, and then I use the L'Oreal Hydrogenous Aloe Water Moisturizer, and this one is actually for normal to combination skin, and I just use about 2 pumps, I'd say, or like 1.5 to 2 pumps, and then I put this on top. I don't know why, but I just prefer doing this instead of just the oil because I feel like it's just more moisturizing for my skin. And that is pretty much my skincare for the night. Yeah, that's it. Now I like to put on some lip balm. Carmex is the only lip balm I use. Nothing compares. So that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and of course subscribe. Also make sure to turn on my post notifications so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. If you want to keep up with my personal life, I have my Instagram down in the description. Definitely hit me up because I love talking to you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.